a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Try to sing my shit like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions. Teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
From the 31, Cousins. Now swing pass for Dillon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards there and a Washington first. And that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career. And that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000. And Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On second down, here's Barkley. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Cousins now. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown, Washington. Dallas Goddard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Lions 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They run with Hines. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Miles Sanders His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch. A signal for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Up the middle with Barkley. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now Cousins on 4th down. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those fourth down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Here's a give to Barkley. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Gano's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Hines. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, Burrow. He'll check this down to Hines. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 8 and a first down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Hines. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
11 Mighty. 11 Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Burrow on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
12.
Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cousins. He'll check this down, complete to Dillon. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Barkley. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. A handoff to Barkley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Saquon Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Dillon, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A.J. Dillon taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Commanders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Burrow. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Burrow finds Hines again for the completion. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
To throw, Burrow. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
11
Here's Burrow. Open man has got one. It's complete. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Once again with Sanders. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
A final shot now for Burrow. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. Well, there's no doubt this is going to be talked about for days.